Okay, and lastly, I'm now going to go over that Q&A option on the activities that just got released by Google Meet. So again, I'm going to click on activities, and this will open up that same menu, and I'm going to click on Q&A. Now, this one was kind of interesting. It was very similar to the chat function, but specifically just for questions. So I turn on Q&A, and this just allows anyone to ask a question. And what we noticed, and again, I'll upload the actual recording of my class today so you can see this part. When students typed in a question, there wasn't necessarily a place to respond. They could just type in the question, but you could list questions as unanswered, answered, or hidden. You can also change the order of how questions are listed, including by popularity. If someone writes a question and many students have the same question, they can actually like it, just like you would on like a social media. I'll kind of show you an example question here. Just a simple kind of crazy one. So the question appears like this. Right now, this is visible to everyone. So everyone could see this question. They could upvote or like this question. So like if I see that it's pretty popular, might be an indicator to me to answer that question. Once it has been answered, you can mark it as answered. And then it can, or I think a student also has the ability to do that. I can also make this a hidden question. And now just, I believe myself as the host and the student who wrote the question can see that question, but no one else can see it. Or I can unhide it and it can be seen by others. And again, if I had other questions, I could do it by popularity and then whichever one has the most upvotes would show up here first. You can also delete the question. So if it's getting cluttered and you've answered it, you can delete that question. You can also see that kind of after the call, it'll come up in the recorded pieces, but it won't be kind of in the middle of that Q&A part. So really kind of nifty way to get questions in class outside of just the chat. Maybe you could reserve the chat for responses or comments or things like that and use that Q&A for more specific question asking.